Hello, everybody. Welcome to Paddling Pool 297. I'm Signakari. Joining me is Jarian, off from his break for just a little bit now, and we're kicking it off with Inksus FC versus Operation Zero. Jarian, how are you feeling about this set so far? I'm seeing some interesting maps, but I want to gather your thoughts on this first.
So saying on the break, actually, it's a break from actually streaming it because surprisingly, Hayes, the Paddling Pool TO, is going to be streaming it this week. So I thank you, Hayes, for actually allowing me to have a break today. So like, this is great. But yeah, so these maps, Station Shipyard on Tower, the mistake that I usually type on the dashboard or autocorrect every single time because ship shape is the second pick actually if you type it in on autocorrect. This map though is a W. I honestly miss this map being a map pool because every time that it goes in it, it could be either snowball or it could be super close.
Dude, I'm so with it. Sturgeon is so much fun. Unironically, if I could make a like tourney map pool, this might be on the TC map pool if we have to get to like 5 tower control maps.
Yeah,
you
just
know?
anything but claim.
Underrated. I know people hated on it for a very long time in Splatoon 3, but I still have a blast playing this map, and I think it's very, very solid.
The reason why is because everyone just bored of it from Splatoon 2, and they just forgot about it into Splatoon 3. But now since we're finally coming back to it, some people are enjoying it once again. But now we're going to be going to the weapons, and going to the players actually. We're going to see Operation Zero in the purple. And that is actually what you think it is. That is an arrow spray.
I'll be honest, I didn't even notice the Aerospray. I was looking more at the Hydra Dynamo combo, but there's a silver Aerospray in our paddling pool today. Just to kick things off, we have some wild weapon picks and a bamboo from Cherry as well on Operation Zero too. We're going to be kicking things off with a couple of trades in the bottom right of the map. The cooler comes through. Here comes the Reef Slider as well. There's 3 down from it on the side of Operation Zero, and Inks SFC are the first to take control of this tower, already moving towards that first checkpoint, and they have a Zuka on deck to extend this push.
Yeah, but the Zuka on deck, that is going to be something actually for sure. But also at the same time, there's going to be a retard coming out, and that's going to be a single call on Pancake. And we're going to be seeing the second checkpoint going to the Inks, but Hydra, we're going to be the Zuka trying to go for defense, and they actually do play defense, but that's going to be about because sure, and they actually lose because of the Dynamo sneak.
The Sharking Dynamo is one of the most dangerous weapons in this game, as we see it in the wild, already finding 1 pick. Now it's moving over to this left-hand side on the sponge. Gonna get picked off, though, immediately. However, the rest of Inksus is able to break through that second checkpoint. The Trizuka is also coming out just to force Cherry back a little, not able to help out with the rest of the team. The Dynamo goes down again through the jump, and so does Lytle on that Hydra Splatling, and as does the rest of Inksus FC. Not even the Reef Slider can keep them safe. Alonica also drops from a super jump in, and now Operation Zero finally have a chance to move. They have 3.5 minutes, but they have a lot of score that they have to make up. However, they have some great specials for the job with Pancake on this blaster, already finding a pick onto the Hydra of Lytle. That's going to be a great start here, and there's still 2 specials on the side of Operation Zero.
Yeah, still 2 specials on Operation Zero, and that's a more crucial one. It's going to be the Inktrade and also the Zuka that already came out, but again, we're seeing from the show knowing about the sneak ongoing on the side of the spinner from Operation Zero. We're going to be seeing them try to go up ahead, but actually, Atsuda's dead. And the same with the Hydra too, and now that's going to be the Aerospace as well because we saw Pancake just popping up and going ahead, and Splasher's now dead too because of Prince. That actually was the savior on the tower, and now they're picking the final checkpoint, and because that mostly might be the KO.
Yeah, it's incredibly close. Cherry does go down on that tower, but Pancake is still alive. Absolute menace that they are, and now there's just a full wipeout for Inksus. Operation Zero did drop the tower, but they're able to get back on it, and they come back in this first map and take it by storm.
Again, that's the beauty of the map, but at the same time, the issue of the map that people don't really like. And the main thing is too, Inksus fixed this map, so that's kind of an issue for them, but they know about it now. But Sturgeon Shipyard is either going to be the snowball or it's going to be the beauty of a close match, and it was so close to being a close match. But now we move on to spot zones on Makeover.
Yeah, definitely a more standard map mode, one that we've seen for a very long time here, and one that'll definitely lean itself more towards Alonica's Silver Aerospray.
The small hit of get me out of here because it's in every single map pool, and by every single map pool, you see it everywhere, honestly. And honestly, it's because, yeah, best map, close map, all that. It really, like you said about the Aerospray though, for Inksus, them having the Aerospray and having the Dynamo come in and having the Hydra as well. The Hydra is on the screen. It's the Booyah one because screen is banned inside. So having that plus the Reef Slider, that is going to be a crazy combo because that's an insta cap in 2 ways actually.
Yeah, that's a lot of paint that you can put down on this zone. Not one of the larger zones. It's not a split zone either. So you can definitely get a lot of cheese off on this map mode, but it's still, honestly, I'd prefer this to playing Hagglefish Market in a tournament for the 3000th time.
Yeah, it's basically either having a square or a plus, and having a plus is kind of cool. But you know what's better? Wahoo, we miss a circle. But really, just in the side of Operation Zero though, because of that, we did see that they have a bamboo. The bamboo is kind of bombing off, and they had a blaster as well. And the blaster having the splashdown actually would be able to capture some pretty quickly as well. So it could go actually either way on the zones map, but because the teams are taking longer, it's most likely that they're changing.
Yeah, there's probably a couple of weapon picks. Honestly, I hope to see the blaster again. It seems incredibly strong, especially on Makeover. This entire set seems really good for Operation Zero's blaster player. I really want to see what they do. I believe it was Pancake that had a monstrous map 1. So let's see if they decide to bring it again, as well as a gold dynamo
Cold
now.
Dynamo.
And there's
Oh.
no more Hydra. And there's no more Whimsy on the side of Operation Zero. This is so tragic.
This is actually really tragic. But we do see this constant blaster with the splash that's coming into play though. We do see also the T-Tick and the splash shot combo as well, so that's good. But again, no bamboo, turning info cooler. It does make sense because of just the respawn measure. But for Inksus, them throwing off from the cooler to actually having a chump special is an interesting kind of play for them.
Yeah, and now, I mean, we're seeing they still have a cooler though from the heavy edit. Prince is looking for a fight here on the bottom left, but Alonic is able to take it. There's an Aerospray winning a fight, something that you do not see every day, able to stay alive through the fire and the flames of this Trizuka. However, they are one of the only members that has been able to stay alive throughout Operation Zero's first offense here. The Reef Slider comes through, not quite finding a pick, but getting that zone capped back in favor of Inksus. But with the Tri-Strikes, Operation Zero is able to just grab control of the zone back really quickly.
And also with that direct, just a flat zero aim. That's huge for them because we see for Inksus, even though they captured zone back again, Operation Zero still has a lot of control, and everyone's scared of Pancake also as well because Azure trying to go for the 1-1 with the Suka in play as well, but not popping it off yet because they know they're waiting for the rest of the team to come in because that is when the perfect time that happens, like right now. And Hydra is still coming alive, going from the back end and trying to capture zone, which they do. Always trying to go for a double as well.
Yeah, Hydra just standing tall on this zone with the Zuka at the ready. You're not quite going to need it, though. Just trying to take a little bit more space in favor of Operation Zero. There's that Zuka finding Lytle. There's looking for one more with this last shot. Not quite going to find it. Actually dropping to Asura on this bottom left. However, Pancake's there looking for that refrag. Are you able to find it? No, not quite. You're getting forced out by a lot of paint spam from Inksus. They have a lot of paint here, and the Trizuka comes and caps it off as the Reef Slider ends up capping the zone, as well as Splatos' Dynamo here.
Yeah, that's
fantastic retake-wise for Inksus so far.
Yeah, this is what we talked about earlier about having so much space because having the Dynamo and having the Reef Slider combo. And also with the edit, just because of cooler respawns, I think that's what they had as well. Because we can see the actually the cooler has been off recently. So because of that, we see Inksus can taking the zone once again and taking the lead. But also the blaster going down. That's gonna be huge even more for Inksus, but no, actually we see Operation Zero taking back to for a little bit of a second, causing a penalty.
Yeah, Asura with the Trizuka coming through, finding Cherry. There's your Sniper Rider gone. A lot of your range, that's all your range and your backline. It's just the short range shooters left, and Prinz isn't able to find any more than just one pick. It's only Hydra left in the zone against two members of Inksus, and they're going to find one, provide another jump to, and fully flip that zone in favor of Operation Zero. They don't have the lead, but they don't have a lot of penalty either, and along with two specials, this is looking fantastic for them. The Trizuka comes out. Can it find anything? Oh, it gets Lytle. The Reef Slider comes through on the left, though, not quite neutralizing the zone, but getting dang close to it. Pancake with that splashdown, forcing two members of Inksus off, though. However, they are going to drop an Inksus, grab control of the zone just before the Tri-Strikes flip it back.
Yeah, and literally because of that, we see for Inksus, they're going to be backing off a little bit. They're trying to edge into the zone, but at the same time they can't, because at any single moment we see Pancake, who just got eliminated, and Prince as well, who just got cornered by Asuna. That's going to be huge for them as they cut back on the zone. But we see it for the last player on the side of Operation Zero, Cherry, actually jumping against Azure, so that's going to be a fully reset for Operation Zero, and Inksus is going to be able to kill off the penalty and possibly get the lead even further than they want to.
Yeah, they'll be able to extend it pretty comfortably here. Hydra doesn't have anything to say about it, but they do, finding one pick with shot, another with the Trizuka, and they're looking for more onto Alana. They find it. That is a delayed wipeout for Operation Zero. They are back with a bang and with almost no penalty. What looked like a fantastic start for Inksus has just turned immediately around for a great hold in favor of Operation Zero. However, these picks are, looking a little bit dodgy. The specials are coming through for Inksus as well. There are those super chumps, but they're still holding on to two specials, those Tri-Strikes and Splashdown on the side of Operation Zero. Pancake is just sitting here lurking, waiting for the perfect opportunity to use this Splashdown. Are they going to find it? Yes, they will. There's one pick. However, they're going to get traded. The zone gets neutralized, but Operation Zero has a massive lead now, and they're still in control of the zone, Jorian. This is insane work. This is what you want to see from your blaster player.
This is literally what you want to see, but at the same time, every time we saw that Inksus was able to sink it back in and get the penalty out of it. So every time you were talking about the blaster, we see Splatos here, like on the right side, we're trying to get one kill before, they got another kill again. That's protected from them on the zone. And now we see for Operator Zero, they're all stuck on the right side. Even the blaster's stuck on the right side as well. They're trying to find a way to escape, like Hydra on the left side trying in with something, but at the same time too, we see the Vita coming in and save more points for them as well. The Pentagon been going in for cooler, but it doesn't really matter because in the 1v1 fight, they actually win it in the end.
That just showed perfectly like what Inksus was going for with the absurd paint and chip damage that they have in that comp at the end there. Just the Aerospray Dynamo combo, along with the rest of the weapons. I believe, if I recall, there was the heavy edit dude that just paints so much along with those. They were able to just hold control of that zone, and it looked incredibly dodgy for them. They only had about 30-40 seconds to get that lead back, but they were able to clutch up and send us to this third map of Scorched Clams.
Yeah, the main thing that really mattered for the side of Inksus was patience, because of the Dynamo and because of the edit a little bit too. But that's the main issue that they wanted to do, and they were able to succeed on it, even though it got a little bit dodgy in the end. Like, that's the main thing, is patience. And for Operation Zero, even though the blaster was actually succeeding a lot, that is the thing. It's patience versus aggression. And if you have a coordinated team like Inksus FC, that is the plus that we have for making it to a game 3.
Mm-hmm. Able to just stay composed throughout, clutch time when you need to. And now you're on this decider. Who do you think this map mode favors? We've seen some crazy comps from both these sides, but who do you think this map mode favors more?
Do you think this is a snowball? That's the main question.
Because it's Clam Blitz and it is Scorch Gorge, I don't think it's going to snowball like crazy far. We might see it push down to like 30 points, but we're not going to see like a crazy 100-0, I don't think.
That's really the main question that you have to ask. If you're going to be thinking that it's going to be a more of a damage chip, but it's not going to be a truly KO, this could actually go to Inksus, depending on how defensive they could be. But for Operation Zero, if you want to say for aggression, going for a straight KO, that's going to go for them. So, which one do you want to be fighting for? Defense or aggression?
Honestly, on this one, I'd rather just KO. Like, the best defense is always a good offense, and I think Clam Blitz is always a good indicator of that. Because if you score a ton, then you're really putting the ball in the other team's court. And I think that's a much more comfortable way of playing than just forcing yourself to get a really big score late,
So with that, you're trying to go for Inksus FC to win. That's what I'm hearing.
I think so. They're able to also keep an incredible pace because Little is on that tapped cooler with the heavy edit splatling. I'm stunned.
That's a goal way.
I looked at Alonika's build, Tenacity double charge up, and this might be the holy grail of Aerospray here.
Yeah, what is this? This doesn't matter. But anyways, as we going back in the game, we've seen 2 down, the Golden Apes are going down, the Shot going down, the Dynamo's going down, we see the Bamboo and the Shot going down as well for Operator Zero. That's gonna be a 3-on-2 action, and with that, we've seen the T-Tech having some action too because they have strikes ready. But that's the thing, since they have strikes ready, they don't have a ball ready. And that's why you need a ball ready to actually score in. But because the strikes coming in, and also we see 8 clams coming for the Operator Zero and Azuka coming in ready as well, this might be the chance to score.
Yeah, they have enough clams to make one, and Hydra and Pancake are already moving forwards, knocking on the basket, also finding that Splatter Shot is going to be a massive opening pick, along with the Splashdown to maybe hold a little bit of space, be a little more aggressive on that ledge where Splatos is hanging out here. But I think Operation Zero are like perfectly happy in just trying to hold onto the space rather than aggress more, especially with Splatos dropping. Pancake finding a big trade. Gonna have to use that splashdown though. Pretty rough spot to be in, especially with Cherry having to jump out. That means Inksus is going to be able to move very far forwards. They're already on top mid, and they still have a little bit more space that they could elect to take with the Booyah Bomb and Super Jumps that they just popped.
And with the space that they have right now, because of Opportunity basically okay.
Oh!
Other than that, that's even just really gonna be more space for them. We're gonna be seeing for HSFC with the ball coming into play. That's gonna be 12 clams coming into play as well, and that's gonna be basically if they get all the clams in, which they are actually zooming in right now. But Cherry in the corner trying to go for spots, but no, Zuka's gonna be killing them instead. So literally because of that, HSFC is gonna be going for a full-on reset, and Cherry and the rest of the team are up 3-0. They're gonna be going straight up ahead and maybe scoring with the actual ball that they have already. But will they go for the pity? Not yet.
I don't think so. They have that Tacticooler from the side of Inksus, so they're back really fast. However, Splatos does get picked off relatively quickly, and that is their power clan use. So if they get to overtime, they're going to need Operation Zero to score again to get that extra 20 points in score. However, they're going to be able to get that eventually as Hydra already tosses a power climb in, finds a pick with that Trizuka onto Splatos as well. Hydra is just in all the right spaces at all the right times with this Trizuka, seemingly. And Operation Zero is down to 29 points already. This is absurd play. Great pacing and just pull and push from Operation Zero down to 17 with points to score. However, Alonica has something to say about it, finding one, forcing another jump out from Cherry to Alonica. A demon on this Aerospray. I'm shocked. I've never known an Aerospray could fight like this.
The God's way being the God's way as it should be. It just takes a while for people to understand. But as you see right now, again, with that, Inksus is going to be able to come in for another score. But because the Aerospray is going down, that's not going to be beauty defense. And also, that's going to be Lionel actually going to be playing defense as well, trying to go in. But that's Spray getting a spray on double with the T-Tag. So literally because of that, that could be another score in. But it's enough points for Opportunity to KO. No, they need another pity clam, which they actually do. So they just need to jump in to get the win. And going for the right side, they just need 2 clams from Cherry, which there is enough there, but sure it's going to be knocking him out. That's going to be an actual wipeout. So that's actually enough time for Inksus FC to come back in. But sure, it has 1 clam that needs to be on the top left. If they get that, that's going to be a whole waterfall actually for them to win.
So you're telling me there's a chance?
There is.
Inksus, they do have that player with 7 clans go down. Unfortunately, Asura does drop to Hydra and Pancake there on the ramp. However, there's still 2 power clams on the side of Inksus FC and a Booyah Bomb that just got popped on the ramp, isolating Prince, actually taking them down too. So it's just 2 members right now of Operation Zero left standing. They're going to find the first pick on the Splatos, but can they find any more on this defense? The Trizuka comes through from Asura. Will it find anything? No, not quite, but it's going to force Hydra into a very, very awkward situation. Able to get out just in time, though. Pancake is sitting here going down to Splatos with this Dynamo. How much more can you find? You're down with those 2 power clams. You find another pick on the Hydra, and there are 3 clams just waiting for you on the snipe. You have the lead, and you KO like that? Are you kidding me?
The Aerospray won the match. That's truly is a GG. That's a comeback. But at the same time, that's the same thing I said earlier. Defense versus aggression. We saw aggression go in at the start, but as the second game happened as well, defense came in the end. The Booyah actually didn't do that much work until the end, because that's when it was needed, and they actually popped it up successfully. But on the Splatos at the end too, they came in at the perfect time to go for perfect snakes, and they played it off super well. The Dynamo has a late reaction time that you can actually get shot and killed in that single moment, but it didn't matter for them because they got the hit. Wow,
that was ridiculous. That was such a fast drop of the score too. Inksus really clutched up there. That's gonna move them on to the next round of the tournament, and I believe they're going to be playing against the number 2 seed Symphony in the next round. So good luck to them in that one. Operation Zero, you still got losers bracket to play, but we're going to be moving on to the opposite side of the winner side bracket, which is going to be our next set between Distinct and Raise Your Words, Not Your Voice.
Yeah, and we'll be right back on that because we need time to set that up in your room. So yeah.
Yeah. That'll be our next set.
welcome back everyone to Paddling Pool 297. Oh, Sig, we're so close to 300. We are so close. Oh yeah, I'm here with Sig. Hi, Sig.
Hi, how's it going?
Yeah, no, we are so close to 300. We have 3 left. And look at that. If you look at the weekly schedule, we have almost 3 weeks left of December after this. So that's kind of crazy. But we'll talk more about
Wait.
that later, though. So, what 2 teams do we have?
We have distinct versus raise your words, not your voice. Quite a mouthful of a team name over on that one right there. Wow.
Do you want to know the reason why? Is it mouthful?
Sure.
Hyperstar.
Uh-oh.
That's all you really need to say, Hyperstar, because Hyperstar pickup name always had to have something that's really long, and because of that, Hyperstar made a really long name, so we call them Ways now. But Distinct, though, you know,
I think they've been around for a while, just with some team members, some people rotating in and out.
Distinct is like 6 years old.
Yeah. I haven't been around that long.
I've been alive for that long. I literally fought them on low ink when I was playing in comp. Like, I think in Little Squid League as well. Like, we actually fought in Looney as well. We were in the same division when we were playing. So, and also as well, I want you to know as well, they actually were in SEC finals. They fought against Free Flow and they beat Free Flow as well on the loser side. So, in the game 3 setting as well. So that's another thing as well to notice on that.
Set win.
Yeah, that is a bit nah. That's not a big 7 because we're just mortal enemies. We're just mortal enemies, honestly. That so yeah. Otherwise, we're gonna be going to tower control on Toe. That is gonna be the small checkpoint to a big checkpoint to a small ending checkpoint. If you want to know the fact about that.
Really? Are they like different durations for each checkpoint?
Yeah.
Oh, I never knew that. I played this game. I have how many hours in Splatoon, and I never knew about these checkpoints, man. That's crazy. Is that Mooj on a tri-string?
That is Mooch on the tri-string. That is the Mooch special. Because every time the Mooch is going to be playing, you're going to be seeing a tri-stringer. That's going to be the rarity of them. But also at the same time too, we are seeing the Rapid Blaster Pro Deco coming in from Rage of Words. Yeah, that is going to be a special thing. As we're going to see for the first checkpoint, that's going to be immediately a cap for Distinct.
Yeah, that first check being out of the way is pretty big for Distinct here. They're able to kind of snowball any other extra pushes they get. If they find Tree Rex here with this 2v1, they do so successfully. This could lead to a lot. They're in a 3-on-3, but they do find the pick onto the heavy edit. So Mooj is able to just move this tower forward just a little bit. Rafa's on this right-hand side, end up going down to Tree Rex, so there are 2 members pushing forwards. However, Afro with the Trizuka is going to kind of dissuade. They pushed a little bit, but another thing dissuading a push is the Tri-Strikes on top of the tower. That's going to stall Distinct's push almost in its tracks. Really, the only thing they can do is hold space and wait for some picks as Kaboom trades out onto Afro. Tiger's getting aggressive on this roller, finds Tree Rex. Can they look for more? Looks like they're just going to back off a little bit and wait to pop this bubble a little bit later.
Yeah, the main thing for Distinct, honestly, is the Mooch and Tiger especially, because both of them have their own unique styles, and what we see right now for Apple is having Tiger out on the right side trying to go for anyone. Tiger trying to go for fake side at any point as well, but that's going to be one down. That's going to be the Rapid going down. Apple going in super accurately, helping up Tiger again, going in for possibly a triple because of the Zuka coming into play, almost getting first shot, almost getting the second shot, but the third shot still almost getting them as well. But we can see Distinct passing the second checkpoint immediately fast because no one was actually pressuring them, and now going for the last checkpoint, Mood just staying on the tower being the rider, but actually not making it off because Shibates and H able to actually successfully kill them off, while Rafa still going to be nearby on the corner. Shibates actually trying to find them, but nope, that's going to be someone else trying to find them off instead, and we are going to be seeing Rage of Words actually coming back, possibly going for the first checkpoint though.
Yeah, Raze is already starting off with a great push. That hammer doesn't quite find anything. However, Tiger on this roller is in a bit of a rock hard place. However, they're able to get out of it just by getting Tree Rex. They're going to drop to that Rapid Blaster Pro Deco. That's something we haven't even touched on yet, is how the kind of comp of Raze works with that Rapid Pro Deco and the heavy edit. We don't really see that kind of double mid back, comp often.
We don't really see that often because it's going to be cooler and also because we're going to be seeing the rail. But actually, that's what people are kind of scared of as well, because of having a double special that kind of slows you down from the fight. It's going to be an issue because look what happened right now. We saw the Cheetah going down, we saw the Viper going down, we saw the Raids, we saw the Rapid going down. That's going to be less sub spamming and more of an issue of waiting, because we see for Distinct, Rafa is going to be on the right side on the Slosher, actually getting killed off by the edit as well from H. So literally with that right now, we're going to be seeing 2 minutes left on the clock, and we're going to be seeing Raids hopefully going in for something, but Chivas actually finally able to settle, but not settle enough to go in for a kill.
Yeah, but those tri-strikes created a ton of space for Raze here, able to already get through that first checkpoint, looking for that second one as well with FLM on top of it and Treerex jumping over. It's looking pretty solid for them. There's the checkpoint gone. However, Mooj is able to find 2 picks onto the tower with that tri-stringer. It's just Kaboom and Hyperstar left here. They only have a tri-strike to work with. They're going to elect to pop it pretty early here, just try and hold as much space as they can for the rest of the team to get back in. But Distinct is able to find more picks, just constantly stagger Raze here. The hammer from Treerex isn't going to find anything either, though. And Tiger is just sharking, waiting for the perfect opportunity to strike here. And it's just not coming for Distinct just yet, but they can kind of let Raze come to them, and it looks like they're going to elect to do just that. Treerex just going down immediately, trying to make a play on the Mooch here. Tiger able to protect immediately. However, Tiger gets whaled, gonna have to pop this bubble to stay alive, and now they're in the back line, gonna end up immediately going down to a crazy just close range kill from FLM, and Raze have really stalled out here in this last minute.
Yeah, surprisingly, FLM got killed nearby the tower. Some up by the Zuka shot as well from Distinct, so that's kind of crazy too. But with Hyperstar being on the tower as well, getting a good shot on Tiger, because they know they're going to be scared about the bowler, but they're still going to be on the left side, or now the right side. That's going to be Raj on the Slosher. They're going to be worried about that, but still with the shot going down, that's more and more less bomb action going from the side to say. But for Raze, with the tractor coming out as well from the side of Raze, that should be good enough. But no, Tiger tried to get on tower but failed by the Alpha, and that's going to be Hyperstar again going for the tower. Alpha going to be killing off 1, killing off 2, but Kaboom staying on the tower. That's going to be Raj killing off 3. That's going to be 4th, and that's going to be Distinct getting the first point.
Yeah, they got staggered really, really badly there. Just excellent play from Distinct. It was really a tough situation to be in. As soon as 2 of your members go down without Cooler, especially that close to spawn, where Distinct is able to just surround the tower, you just can hardly get back on it. It's going to be very, very difficult to. And Distinct played their early lead incredibly well, not really letting Raze get much of a foothold until the very end, where they were able to finally collapse on top of Raze.
It's like in Naruto, that's really is the main issue, that you have to wait for them to feed into you to get into the placement that you want to be, and that's what this thing really did. Because the bowler piece was a slosher, and they had no specials, so what could you really do? It's a situation for Distinct, and what they wanted to do is patience, because Raze's Sword had a lot of specials ready, and they just threw them off bit by bit, letting them waste them a little bit, and just go in one by one, trying to be desperate, and just finally end up with Distinct getting a point. But now, we're going to be moving on to spot zones.
Yeah, we're going on the splat zones on Mahi Mahi Resort. This is where a lot of that extra range provided by the tri-stringer, I think, is going to come in handy here. Just able to control a lot of that map, much more of the map than you would on, say, Undertow Spillway, just because the map is that much smaller, especially in the early stages of this game.
But this is the thing, though. Which one are we going to be seeing? The tri-stringer with Killer Whale, or the tri-stringer with Chumps?
That's a great question. I feel like the tri-stringer with super chumps is going to be very, very strong here. Able to, again, those super chumps, they have a wide radius, able to paint a lot. Going to have great effect on the zone, especially if Distinct want to push forwards into Raze's space. But then again, we saw the vanilla stringer and how proficient that Mooj was on it. So honestly, I'm not really sure.
Honestly, if Distinct, in the Distinct mindset, I think Mooj is actually going to be going for the one with Chumps, because they know that's going to be the one to help them in for the rest of the team to Distinct. But the issue is, they're going to be letting Raze get the zone first and get them under the 16 mark for the zone, for the whole of the map to actually exist. Because that is when Distinct's chump is going to be in action and actually be useful way more than before, because it's going to be dropping in the water if it doesn't.
Yeah, let's take a look at how Distinct decided to play this out and how Rays are going to answer. Is that Rafa on a decav?
That's a decaf. Yeah.
I'm with it. You don't see charcoal decaf that often, just in favor of its mint counterpart, just able to pop that big bubbler. But charcoal still has a ton of merit, a ton of use, being one of the best inkjet weapons in the game, especially.
Yeah, and honestly, at the same time, dude, that actually is accounted from what I said earlier about letting Rage of Words get the zone first, because the decap and now being the super aggro is going to be trying to do anything, but that's going to be too tough for them instead, actually. But we still see the chance actually coming in play, and now we're going to be waiting for the JC mod for the zone to actually go down and for the whole map of Mahi to actually exist.
Yeah, again, a ton of picks happening in Distinct Spawn. Raze has really turned things around for them. They said, no, you stalled us out last game. We're not going to let that happen a second time. We're actually going to stall you guys out, force you guys to just sit and spawn for quite a while. Raze is already down to the 50-point barrier, and Treerex is just chipping away at 60 damage slashes on this left-hand side. Now moving over to the right to try and take some fights. The pack comes through, finds Treerex looking for the zone neutralization with the chumps. They do so successfully. Hyperstar is left all alone on this right-hand side, and Mooj is looking for a pick there, while Afro's looking for a fight on Ephlem too. Can Afro find it? It looks like they're gonna choose to back off here, as two members of Raze end up going down to the rest of Distinct here. Massive plays. However, Raze still have two specials to work with. They're gonna pop those tri-strikes in the zone, just try and neutralize it really quickly, prevent Distinct from getting this lead, while Rafa is just going in with this decap and wreaking havoc in Race's backline.
That's the main issue that put aside Distinct. Hyper has been alive this whole time while you were talking, but okay, now they're dead. But literally, they were left during the whole time, and they were able to get maybe a cooldout. No, okay, they were able to get a cooldout, but because of that, they knew Alpha was able to just farm down on the right side, because they know they were going to drop for the cooler in a disparity kind of thing. And we see also as well, that's going to be Vafa on the Inkjet, trying to go in from the left side, going in, getting a soul kill, getting a double kill actually, on the same pick, but that's going to be Chewback going in for one person, but that's going to be a whole wipeout as well, and he drops in the water.
Beautiful play from Rafa to cap things off there. Distinct just take that second map in a very strong KO there, and some hero plays on the side of Rafa especially. Oh my goodness!
Literally, the hero play on the side of Rafa and then try to decide to just go for a swim. And then, funny enough, if you saw in the end screen, you can actually see Rafa's clothes in the pool on the top side of the map. That's a little fun fact there, but also the one thing to know as well is, like was said earlier, at the start they want Rage Your Words to capitalize on the zone for the zone to go down and expose the whole map. And during the same time too, Mooch was still alive with the chumps, and because Mooch had the chumps, they waited for the team to all go in, and they had so much control because of the chump, because all of them popped, capitalized the zone, and they got a kill from Raze, and they just kept that going, leaving Hyper stuck in the corner. And because Hyper was stuck in the corner and got a cooler out, knowing from the same side that they'll all be going for there, we saw that it was Rafa and it was also Alpha just going in, farming on the right side, and really because of that just cost the whole sweep.
Yeah, excellent play from Distinct there. I can't capitalize enough how disgusting that play was from Rafa.
It was.
That pack was just a great hold on that top left side, and then getting the pick immediately after as well. Just to add an exclamation mark to it. That sends Distinct, I believe, to the upper bracket quarters.
Yep, it does. At least the quarterfinals are actually waiting for Seed 1. Because C17 actually did win 1.2 in a surprising fashion, because we barely see the lower seed actually win against the higher seed in the 16th and 17th seed, but because they fight against Kanan, seed 1, oh boy, we know about Kanan, that's gonna be a couple of minutes, but then we're gonna be moving on to other matches as well, because there is other matches going on in your waiting for quarterfinals, like Sanagi Is a rule? Blind C and Live Fight Crumb, it both 1-1. Like, that's kind of crazy matches right now.
Yeah, those are going to be pretty crazy. But we are going to be bringing you one of our winners quarter sets just after this short break. So don't go anywhere and stay tuned.
Hello everyone and welcome back to Paddling Pool 297. We are here now with Flamingo versus Starstorm. What's up, but actually, you know it's actually funny enough that look at that, he's just playing. This is now the second time, not even the second time. This is now like maybe like the 180th time this happened on a stream. If it doesn't happen in a stream ever, it's not a good stream and it's not a perfect stream anytime because it's going to be some kind of situation that happens. So, but now, Sick, you can unmute.
Hello, welcome, like Jorian said, welcome back to Paddling Pool 297. We are in your winners quarterfinals now. We got Flamingo versus Starstorm with sub. And it's our first best of 5 of the day.
It's the first multiplier of the game. Now he gets to finally know about the situation, and now we know the alias of the streamer. It's called Stream. Wow,
Oh,
that's a nice alias. That's a nice alias. That's a nice alias. But yeah, anyways, so yeah, if you didn't know, it's about the bit in every single stream of Paddling or whatever happens. If you stream the curse set of basically that you see the streamer in the lobby, please do that. It's funny. And then you have to replay as well. That's comedy. But at the same time too, we now know about the best of 5 quarterfinal set of winners quarters. We are going to stay in best of 5s all the way until the end because it is a tournament and now we don't need to go to best of 3s anymore. Other than that yapping situation, Sig, what do you think about the maps?
I'm liking these maps. And then I see, like, you know, Tower Control Make-A Mart's pretty good. Clam Blitz on Crab Leg is pretty fun for me as a pen player, as a terrible human being. Rainmaker on Scorch is one of the best Rainmaker maps in the game, and then we're ending things on Tower Control Ink Blot Art Academy, a mainstay of the competitive scene. But it feels like it's all soured, in my opinion, by the second map here. Splat Zones on Flounder Heights.
Why do you hate Flounder? What is this? Why do you hate Flounder?
The map feels terrible to play. I've played it not only on pen, but also like buckets and blasters and other stuff. For whatever reason, I just can't get behind that map, and lockouts feel terrible on it. But that doesn't matter yet. We're going on to Mako Mart. We're kicking things off. Flamingo versus Starstorm, and there is a Zimmy Blue Dapple.
Yeah, we're going to be seeing in the blue, I mean the teal, that's going to be Starstorm, and Flamingo is going to be an orange, and we see immediately 2 KOs on 2 sides. That's going to be the Blaster, that's going to be Slosher, that's going to be Dapple, that's going to be the Slosher. All 4 of them going down immediately, and because of that, we're going to be seeing first going into the lead, Flamingo by 2 points.
Yeah, that lead's not safe at all, though, unless Flamingo can kind of snowball it, carry it over, but that's not going to happen. Starstorm is able to move forwards. They're able to get 3 picks on the Flamingo and force the last member of Fitz back. However, Fitz tries to get a little bit more aggressive, take some space, but Pose is there to shut it down. Get us a second on Defania, too. It's just Rainbox here finding a second pick, looking for the Tower Rider. However, they do end up popping that big bubbler to stay safe and also flip it onto the final member of Flamingo. And with these tri-strikes, Starstorm is looking fantastic opening up this game.
Yeah, they are, because they're going to be going to the second checkpoint immediately as well, but the slots are going to be going down to the Zimmy. That's not going to be above for them at all. That is going to be more of a checkpoint push, because now they're going to go to the 8-sec checkpoint, but that's going to be a beat seller coming into play. That's going to get a solo, but not actually going to be a solo because that's an assist on the edit, so no cooler for them as well. Flamingo is trying their best to still hold on type of Pose, gets Fitz, and Rainbox is going to be stuck in the corner as well, but another play for Flamingo, and that's going to be another checkpoint going down on the side of Starstorm.
Yeah, Starstorm is already moving on to this 3rd checkpoint. They have a lot of space and specials to work with, and picks. It's only 1 member of Flamingo left. Rainbox on the zap, looking for one, finding one, looking for that second. The last player of Starstorm on that tower ends up dropping. Rainbox finds it with a staunch defense from Flamingo. They're back in this game, but they have a long ways to go to make this a very close one.
Obviously, right now we see Flamingo going in with the bubbler as well, and but we're going to be seeing inside Starstorm, especially soon enough, because now we're just going to be waiting who lives off on that. But that's going to be the Junior, and that's going to be Slotch going down for the side of Starstorm as well. That's going to be the Mini, that's going to be the Blaster going down as well in a trade-off of events. We're going to be seeing Flamingo finally push in some points and going for the first checkpoint.
Yeah, the strikes and Reef Slider coming
Oh.
through. Pose goes down to Panya. Panya's on this right side flank. This might be big. Flamingo's already knocking on this first checkpoint. The cooler comes up, and Panya finds a pick a little bit of an early flank, but Wolfie's there to shut down Panya, and it's just Rainbox left standing again. Going down on that tower. Starstorm's able to hold off the defense before Flamingo can even get that first checkpoint. They're really stalling out here, struggling quite a bit. They only have really one special, two at most, that they can take a lot of space with on the side of Flamingo, and that's been proving very difficult for them so far.
I believe because that we're going to be seeing for the side of Starstorm just trying to bet. Oh, they didn't know this, didn't they? But as we know, it's for that as you see right now for Starstorm, because they have the bubble already, and basically all the specials come into play as well. The cooler, the blaster, and now the Junior with the bombs staying on the tower. They get the win. When?
Oh.
So yeah,
C9?
C9.
Unfortunate. Happens to the best of us.
Literally what happened in the end was just a bomb that killed someone on the tower, and then someone else came on the tower, and the bubble came into play, and they just stayed on writing, and the bubble got cut off, and because the bubble got cut off, no one was on the tower. Other than the Junior, they just got the win. C9.
C9.
Anyways.
If you are not aware, if you don't know like Overwatch hero shooter terms, a C9 is when somebody, just for clarity, a C9 is when a team kind of just forgoes the objective and the other team is able to cap it or take control of it and end the game, just, you know, through maybe a lapse in communication from the other team.
Aggression, which is objective. TLDR.
Yep.
So, other than that, we are seeing Flounder. Spicy Flounder.
Yep. Flounder zones. That's the map.
Yeah, that's the map. That's
Yep.
the map. That's the map that you don't like. That we still need we still need to get down to the information and apply to you hate it because this is the European special at this point.
This is
Is it because you're North American? Is that why?
Yes, as a North American, I hate Flounder Heights. That is why I don't like it. No, I just have beef with this map for whatever reason. It's always a struggle, man.
well, as a cold-blooded American with the red and blue with stripes and the 52 star flag, I forgot what the meme was. You don't like Flounder Heights, but as a truly European coded Canadian, I kind of think the map is okay. But it's mostly just mostly just made at this point. It's the European special at this point. If there's no Flounder Heights in a paddling pool or Flounder Heights in a double production kind of event, what are we doing here? Like, it's just a special. Like, we have to have it here at this point. But main issue though, why is it always zones? Like, honestly, Waymaker would be cool. That's really it. It would have been cool on Waymaker. Otherwise, we're going to be now seeing in the equalizable zones of Flounder Heights, we're going to be seeing mostly the same weapon comps. And comp-wise though, for Starstorm, they have the better comp in my opinion on this set, because they have the Junior and they have the Blaster, that could be auto caps. While for the side of Flamingo, they have... That's a regular Dapple.
Excuse me, is that a vanilla Dapple? That's a
vanilla
Dapple on Flamingo?
What is this?
We'd love to see it.
What?
They're not even going to try and start with the coolers. We're just going to immediately go into action. A trade already happening in the trench of Flounder. Panya's looking for even more on any of the members of Flamingo. It's going to happen, though. That Junior is going to drop immediately to both Fitz and Panya. Panya and Fitz looking for more fighting, too, and that's a full wipeout in favor of Flamingo. They are back with a vengeance. The cooler's up. They're already positioning for a hold, and Panya is looking for a good place to set up these beacons.
That's the crazy thing as well, because Pine was the one that popped at the last game. Now Pine is playing with the regular V Dapples, who is doing double killer. You are correct about that, saying that is just a madness that Panya is going to be trying to play in with aggression, no matter what. That's the main thing they want to do, but because that we're going to see the custom blaster going in with splash, and that's going to be actually them going down. We're going to be seeing Starstorm trying to come back in, but that's going to be 2 down inside Flamingo. That's going to be another question player for them. They actually finally capitalized on the zone.
Yeah, Pose in the midst of all of that went around and got a flank. just back, able to cap that back zone in the second one too, while the rest of the team was able to just gain their footing with the paint control, with the panic that they were sowing into Flamingo. However, now we're back in a much more neutral state. We're playing around mid. Fitz dropping onto the blaster player, finding one. Panya looking for more, getting that trade out is big. Now Fitz is looking for a second. The jump into trench is a little bit dodgy. Can Fitz find it? Yes, they do. Panya with that cooler already back up as well. The bubble, though, is doing a ton of work for Starstorm right here, allowing them to hold for so long, giving them some great safe jumps that aren't at risk of getting caught now. And Pose is looking for the 3 members of Flamingo that are stuck in Attic. Not quite going to find any, actually. 2 members of Starstorm going down. This has suddenly turned around phenomenally for Flamingo, and now they have some tri-strikes to play off of too. Ponya's already moving forwards. Pose drops to their jump in, and now there are members of Starstorm jumping out. That is a fantastic retake, great neutral play, and great just absorbing this pressure from Flamingo here.
Oh my god, that was just a big collateral event, honestly. Like, Flamingo's hold for the best 40 seconds was really big on that in that standard, because with Starstorm actually just was fighting one-on-one. We saw that for the edit, and we saw also for the Yoshi's a junior, by the way. We saw for Wolfie and Yoshi trying the best to just battle on anything, but because we didn't see Mondi actually on the blaster alive, that would have been a cool KO if they wanted to go for that. But no, Flamingo was able to hold and play with space, and because they had enough space on it, we saw for right now they're making it close, and that's Flamingo still taking the lead by 30 points actually.
Yeah, Flamingo's back in the lead. They've almost gotten through all of their penalty. They only have 8 points of it. However, this blaster finds Lichen looking for Rainbox as well. Going to have to drop off, though, as members of Flamingo are already reinforcing their splat zone and are able to fully cap. The blaster goes down to Panya. Panya looking for a second one onto this junior player. Going to find him, but dropping to those splat bombs inside of the big bubbler. That big bubbler being popped is going to be trouble for Starstorm. It's one special less they have to work with, and Flamingo's already down past 30 points. Pose is just now getting up to this top wall here, able to contest zone. However, there are members of Flamingo diving the backline. This is looking so dicey for Starstorm, and Flamingo with the tri-strikes are just stalling so incredibly well, Jorian.
Yeah, they are doing incredibly well, because we see Pose on the left side. They're fully out of position right now, but they have the left side of the zone. But now on the side of Starstorm, they have so close opportunity, but they're fighting for their own zone as the play. It's losing bad for them right now. We saw the Bellblade coming back in, but no, that's not enough time, because we see still the last side being bowed off by the side of Starstorm. Flamingo is getting 2 down. It might be a chance that we can try to go for the right side as well, because we're seeing for right now for the side of Starstorm, that's going to be 3 down, but just 3 up on the side of Flamingo. That's going to be a 2v2 trade-off. That's going to be another one going down as well on the side of Starstorm and Flamingo as well. And now that's it with the last second of a trade-off. That is going to be Flamingo winning.
Yeah, and they avoid going down 2-0 here, going into Crab Leg Clam Blitz. Now, this is going to be a bit of a tougher test for Flamingo here. Playing a lot of shorter range weapons on this map in particular is going to be quite difficult. Just looking at how Crab Leg normally plays out, doesn't lean itself in favor of those shorter weapons.
Like, this is the... They didn't see 9. That's the reason all I can say. If it was the same by turns, because in zones you can't really draw an objective, because in Flannel Heights the objective is literally where you all want to stay at, and with Panya being on the Dapple, the true accurate player, honestly, on the side of Flamingo, they were doing the best to just sneak around and doing everywhere and actually playing the true aggression role, which they did really well. And for the team of Flamingo, they were just playing it off, playing defense. And that's what they did in the middle of the game. We saw it really well on that. And because of that, they were able to just hold successfully and just hold on until the end. But for Starstorm, they were not able to go in at all. Like, the point-wise, like, it got down to pretty close points, but we saw for the majority of the game, Starstorm was just they were getting picked up by one player every single time. They were always 1 down against Flamingo.
Yeah, that's one of the issues that you can run into when you're playing against a double cooler comp. You can get outpaced incredibly quickly. Even if one of those cooler weapons is the Dapple Dually that's diving you constantly, it's still outputting a solid amount of coolers. It's able to win a lot of fights, be super mobile, and paint a good chunk of the map, even without a bomb having that beacon. And now we're going to, like we touched on earlier, we're going to a much longer range map, able to slow the pace of the game down, probably something that Starstorm is more able to work with. The major question is just how are they going to be able to capitalize?
They didn't really change the cons for Starstorm, honestly. If I think about it correctly, they always had the edit, they had the Slosher, they had the Junior, they had the Blaster.
That's true.
They're going full force with it. That's what they want to do. We're going to be seeing what the Pena do on the side of Flamingo, because that's what they've been changing this whole time.
That is true, but I think they might stick with the Dapple dually here. It looks like they're switching over to the blue Dapple. Still at a slight, just tiny range disadvantage to Starstorm, just with that heavy edit, with that bucket. You can reach a little bit more, but that 52 gal on the side of Flamingo is going to help them out a lot with that splash wall. We can see Fitz is already looking to move forwards, get aggressive on this tactical. They're not quite going to find any picks to kick things off, though, actually getting picked off themselves. Pretty dodgy. Lichen also drops this. 3 members down on the side of Flamingo, and now Starstorm is just taking this entire game, getting an early score from the Junior as well. Huge scoring going on as multiple members have 4 or more clams here. The bubbles both get popped early, and the Reef Slider doesn't find Wolfie?
What?
Huh?
And they jumped out as two with the splash down, like, saying for the side of Flamingo, why find your data with the visa was because of clamp hits actually, so that was a really smart move, and also with the 52, that gives them an opener inside crowd like capital, but yeah, no, that jump out was just perfect on Wolfie, so that was just all 100 chance and they got out successfully, but now with that, they have a cooler on the side of Starstorm, but the main thing is though, there's 2 down Flamingo, and Pranga trying their best to just escape or do anything as much as possible. They get eliminated out of that too. That's going to be a soft wipe as well. So Starstorm is going to be able to score in a point.
It looks like they're going to wait for these triple ink strikes to be up. They're looking to rush this power clam in. Finding a pick with it as well is going to be big. This blaster is just sharking out this ledge, just preventing Fitz from really playing this side of the map with some point senses, with some extra chip damage. They're only going to be able to get a power clam in on the side of Starstorm, but you already have a pretty sizable lead and you have a ton of map control to work with. Honestly, a pretty comfortable spot if you're Starstorm right now.
Yeah, because we're going to be doing that, we're going to be seeing Familiar try their best to do anything as much as possible just to stay in position, to stay with the pity, to sit with the only clamp. Now they're going to have another pity if they pick up the pity clamp on the bottom, but with the score from Starstorm, we're going to be seeing them try to go for more points. Once you're on the edit, trying to keep on continuing on with the points on top, but that's Wolfie. That's going to be Wolfie actually trying their best to stay alive, but no, they're going to be getting killed off, and that's going to be a full-on reset for Flamingo to come back in, actually.
Yeah, they're back in the middle of the map. With these picks, with these trades, they have a little bit of space to work with. However, as soon as Rainbox pops the cooler, the 2 members end up going down, and that's still going to put Flamingo on the back foot. Pose is just standing tall in the middle of this map with the rest of the Starstorm behind them, and it's a little bit tough for Flamingo. This is the shorter range that we were talking about earlier, kind of putting Flamingo between a rock and a hard place right here. The Reef Slider and Killer Whale come in and take a lot of space for the team, as well as 2 picks. This could be the start of a pretty big push for Flamingo over here. Unless Pose has something to say about it, they find 1, but Fitz is going to toss his power clam in and get a couple more clams picked up and able to score a bit of them, just close in on this lead a little bit. 15 points remaining, but it doesn't look like Flamingo's going to get much more off of that.
It doesn't look like it, but we do see the zap as they come into play, trying to come and jump in, and they do get the point in at the last second clutch. They do get killed off, but that doesn't matter because we see them Flamingo having the lead right now. For Starstorm, they have a minute 45 seconds remaining, well actually a minute 43 seconds remaining because we need to wait for actually the bounty to go off and actually the clam bounty to go up. So for Flamingo, they need to wait for a little bit. For Starstorm, they have a clam ready. And that's the pity clam though. They don't have real clams ready because all the clams went to Flamingo on the Zimmy as we see them with 7 clams right now. Oh no, actually that's like, yeah, no, that's 7 clams right now. And a full clam because they picked up the pity as well. They're ready for another push. Sig, what do you think is going to happen now with the replay coming into play from Panya on the right side nearby Starstone's base?
Well, Panya's found 2 and has created a window for Rainbox to get in here. There's a power clam in already, and Panya's already moving forwards, finding another player of Starstorm here, looking for the second exit frag onto that blaster. They're actually going to be hunting for more, looking for Wolfie here with some torpedoes. Not quite going to find anything, just opting to just stand and hold their ground. waiting for the rest of Flamingo to get back up here. And now Flamingo's in full control of this game. The shorter range doesn't really need much of them if they can constantly find these picks, and these trades are only going to benefit them, especially with just stalling out Starstorm here. That's the name of the game right now with 40 seconds left here, Jerian.
Yeah, it's going to be the name of the game, just stall, because for the side of right now for Flamingo, we see them still having that pity clamp on the back of their feet. We still see the 52, but Fitz actually going in for a solid kill right there, and actually going to have more clans with that, because with 23 seconds remaining, but Wolfie, they're trying to play a little bit aggressive, but Panya actually able to kill it off as well. Rainbow's going to be picking up the clamp. That's going to be a bubble from the junior on the side of Starstorm, trying to get something in with Pose on the side, trying to go with tri-strikes, but the right side, or the left side, where do you go from there?
Not very far from the looks of it. There's a player already in that bottom left. However, 2 picks go in favor of Starstorm here. This is the opportunity that they've been looking for. They have a power clamp, but Panya in the back line able to find the pick on the power clamp player, as well as the blaster looking for a third on the pose, and that's going to clean things up. Flamingo take this, take map 3, and they put themselves on set point, all so close to moving on to winner side semis.
God damn, Panya clutch. That's basically what you could say in that game. Panya clutch, and also at the same time, we had to just shout out Rainbox for that clam throw, because if Rainbox didn't jump in with that clam, that would have been Starstorm's push. That would have been Starstorm's point itself, because that single jump in caused the major stall fights for the last 2 minutes. It gave Flamingo as much confidence as much as possible to just keep on going and keep on stalling. So that was huge for them. But now we're moving on to game 4 on Rainmaker on Scorch, but we might do a stream reset.
I'm not sure. We're going to be doing that after this set. So we're going to be moving on to that Rainmaker on Scorch. Now, Panya has been kind of the difference maker for Flamingo over here. That Dapple Dooley, so mobile, so deadly, able to get in so often on Starstorm's team. How do you think Starstorm can kind of mitigate that on Scorch Rain here?
This is the thing. They're not changing their comp. That's the issue right now. They're not changing their comp. So if we want to try to see something different, like it might be a crazy kind of pick. Pose goes for Slushy Machine Neo. That's a crazy idea, but it might work out because literally you can just sense Panya any single time with the point sensor, and with the Zuka, like obviously they're not playing Zuka, but honestly it might be a good call right now because that can go for the checkpoint. Because for Flamingo, Panya's not going to go for the cooler one. If Panya wants to go for the cooler Dapple, that's going to be killing them off. That's going to be them playing defensive. But if Panya wants to actually play aggressive, they're going to be going with the team play like the company game too. They're going to go for Reef Slider for quick pops, and also to get on the pedestal quicker to help their team come back in, because that's what's happening right now. Rainbox most likely going to be pulling up the cooler and playing with the Mimic itself. Fitz is going to be playing with Bunny the whole time, and Legend has the bubbler. So, you know what's going to happen.
Yeah, there's a little bit of a comp change. I believe that is a vanilla splatter shot instead of, was it the 10 attack? Tri-strike? Am I forgetting something?
That is actually going to be the that's going to be the feature. That's going to be changing from the blaster from Monday actually. So yeah, that's huge. That's the content we wanted to see right here.
Yeah, that's a big one. It's already working out so well, finding an opening pick. However, Flamingo is going to be able to find 2. Panya's already moving forwards, looking for this shot. The shot is in a little bit of a tough spot here, but however, going to find one, looking into the bubble to find the second one, but Lichen's able to shut it down. Lichen looking for more onto Wolfie, but Wolfie using that high ground excellently, and now just the last member of Starstorm trying to hold strong against Rainbox, and the rest of Flamingo here getting really aggressive onto Rainbox, trying to dive with this heavy edit, and it's going to work out with another teammate just able to pick off the Rainmaker and stall out Flamingo's first push here.
That first push, that first plan was actually going to be called for. Again, the beef started from Panya. We're trying the best to do something. Fits with the 52 trying to go in with them together, but unfortunately the bubbler didn't come back come out in time, and because that kind of threw them off a little bit and made them wait to come back a little bit. But as we see again for the second attempt, they actually got a kill with it. They got a trade, but Party got get killed with it, and same with Legend getting killed with it as well. But we're seeing Pose where you just play super defense with Wolfie actually right now. But at the same time too, every single time that happens, that's gonna be Yoshi and Mondi going down at the same time. So the main aggros is not gonna be consistent, but the mid line is gonna be consistent during this whole game.
Yeah, these mid lines are going to need to go huge here. Pose close to those tri-strikes. Are you going to opt to pop them now, or are you going to save them just for the rest of the team? Looks like you're going to pop them, just pairing it with the Rainmaker Shield regenerating just to get a little bit more map control in favor of Starstorm here. However, one member goes down. Fitz gets traded out, though. All three members of Flamingo are kind of stacked up on each other. This could be a pretty big angle for Starstorm to get some picks going, but Panya is just staying alive, just avoiding as much chip damage as possible, trying to get a shark on this right-hand side. The Reef Slider coming through, going way far in, going to look for a dive, trading out. Are you coolered up? If that's cooler, that's a really big trade. Fitz is already picking up the Rainmaker, just preventing the rest of Starstorm from really doing anything, and finding two on top of that, that's massive.
Rainmaker main weapon.
Stall.
Waymaker main weapon, that's why there just was caught, and also they were good up as well, so that's why they were able to just come back immediately right after. So it was a good pickup and just to drop it to the floor. But here's the thing as well, something to pick up the Waymaker at all. It's been 3 minutes so far almost, and Flamingo is only leading by 8 points. Not even more if possible actually.
Wait, how is it halfway through the game and nobody has gotten past 10? This is...
Yeah.
Okay, we're there now. We're there now. The push is on. The push is stopped. Fitz is looking for more, finds Pose, but Wolfie stays alive, looking to just pop this quickly, providing a ton of jumps for the rest of Starstorm. They're gonna grab this Rainmaker. This is possibly the lowest scoring game of Rainmaker I've ever seen.
It is, but to say that too, Flamingo is going to be going down 3. Ponder going down is going to be a big issue for Double Legend on the bubbler actually staying alive, making Wolfie's being scared and going to the left path. We barely saw it in the game ever since like 2 patches ago. Someone actually went the left path and got the checkpoint, and now with that Esteban, Wolfie is going to be getting dropping actually. That's unfortunate, but Pose can pick it up though and drop it all the way to 45. Panya with the Visa is going to be killing off 3, but that's a huge score to find out for Starstorm.
Yeah, that is a big opening for Starstorm right here. They have all of the map control they want. They have a good chunk of it, and Rainbox is stuck in this bottom right. This is not the best spot in the world to be in. However, there are a ton of teammates able to support, but the Splat Bomb coming through from this Junior finds the Rainmaker, stalls out. Lichen is the furthest member forwards without a big bubbler as well, is going to make this hold very, very difficult. And the Rainmaker gets stolen away! It's gone backwards for Flamingo. This is a great sneak from Starstorm, and now Flamingo's got even less time to work with and less space, with Lichen just trying to make up the difference up here.
Yeah, that difference is going to be huge, as it's going to be Flamingo popping in for the second Rainmaker pop, but also the tricycle coming up a little bit too early because no one picked it up. But for Starstorm, they were just waiting for their best one to do something, and that gets stolen again from Yoshi of all people, the Junior, dropping it to the bottom as well, basically be catching them off as well. But the main thing is though, Flamingo has the best stall point right now. They just stay there. They have to wait a little bit more, wait for KO and win.
Yeah, they have a lot of, time to work with, but that's closing in quickly, and Flamingo just steals it, immediately finding a couple of open picks and taking advantage of some just map space that they noticed that wasn't quite held by by the rest of Starstorm, and that's going to cap off a 3-1 win for Flamingo there.
Yeah, again, that stall point was going to be a 50-50. It's going to be that either that Starstorm was able to get the kill, or Flamingo gets to get a kill on someone else and get the win. And the good enough thing is, at the end, Flamingo was able to get a kill, actually get a double actually, on the side of Starstorm, the main 2-1 people, and it was able to, in the end, get the comeback after them following up on the right side.
Yeah, that great play. Flamingo's been really good these past 2 games especially. It's just taking advantage of what Starstorm has given them, whether that's like picks, whether that's some space that Starstorm is elected to just not hold in favor of other strong positions. Flamingo's been able to capitalize. And that has really helped them out here and has propelled them into the top 5-6 of this tournament now. They're in winners bracket semifinals, and they are playing off against Symphony next round. However, we're not going to be covering that set just yet. We're actually going to be going over, after this quick break, over the opposite winner semi-set of Sanagi versus the winner of Candon and Distinct. And don't go anywhere during this break. The stream will go offline. We're just going to be resetting it really quickly. So just don't go anywhere. We will be back very shortly.